Hey, what's going on, Ramon? What's going on, team? We're back again for more MLB, NBA, NHL action here today. A wild night, especially I think on the NHL. 3 of the 4 games went to overtime. I don't think we can ask for any better hockey than that. Then we had some, wild under games in the NBA. Only one of those hit the over. And then, of course, we had lots of runs scored in the MLB, 18 by the Texas Rangers. Oh, and I don't know, maybe the Kansas City Royals might have beat the LA Angels.
Yeah, more runs, right?
Right.
We keep talking about. We've also seen, teams hit home runs at unprecedented clips. That's nothing to do with the rules, but we've seen some teams, having a team record-setting pace, if you will. So maybe that's just a little bit to do with everything we've talked about with the run production in the major leagues. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the morning steam for Sunday, April 23rd, Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Andy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us for another day of picks here. We're going to have Major League Baseball to start us off with a big-time day card. And, of course, you mentioned it, Mindy, we'll have NHL hockey, NBA basketball. I think the order's reversed on that. We'll go basketball, then hockey. But, pretty good day, if I should say so myself. We'll say hello to everyone kind of filing in here, and then we'll head on over real quick, get the started. We got a lot of picks to go through. So, have another winning day, team steam, 7. Well, we'll take it. Got profit in there. Mindy and I had a really strong day with our premium picks, really strong. I think the last advice I gave Mindy was, why don't you pick up the 2-for-1 capper promotion?
Right.
And I'll show you why in just a moment. Let's say hello to everyone filing in. If they didn't already see already, I don't know. People follow, we might have some of our subscribers in the chat. I don't think they're very vocal about it, and they don't have to be. We don't need to go advertising who subscribes and not. But if you do and you want to talk about how well we did yesterday, then feel free to do so. Curtis was here. He's got his work belt on. He's taking the facilities for us. He runs the ship, it seems like. Here's Ash here today. Hello to Jenica Cole.
Good morning.
Wow, nice to have you. I don't think we've met Jenica, and this is great to have a new viewer or new commenter. Jenica says, good morning, everyone. She's obviously been watching or something, and to comment very early, thank you. Here's Gerardo. Brian is here, and Butterscotch. Howard is here today. Everyone saying hello. Thomas Lewis here. Sue loves the show. Mitch is here. Fernando says he didn't have a successful day. Oh no. And I saw someone in the Discord said not great. I'm worried about that. I over 500 on Team Steam picks. We'll see. Maybe we could talk about how a few others went before we get rolling. Here's Butterscotch and Jim Cicchini's here today. Hey, Jerome Taylor, Joel Costa, Steve Follows here, and I want to also mention, how about Beasting with AB? Love that.
Beast
Welcome to Beasting with AB, and her new comment here. But thank you. Looks like AB's been watching a little bit. Blake is here. And Howard Morgan talking about the fight. Hey, nothing like calling your shot. I'm going to beat the guy in the 7th round. You go out there and beat the guy in the 7th round. So everyone saw that fight, but certainly a good way to wrap up sports day there a little bit. So hello to all of you, and the 3 dozen or more point, they're rolling in for the show today. Let's go over to Tony's.com before we get the show rolling. So this is what I'm talking about here. I said, hey, why not a 2-for-1 promotion with Mindy and I? If you would have taken advantage of that yesterday to get started, you would have done 16 wins and 5 losses in our premium picks yesterday. Throw in the third wheel. I'm the third wheel. Throw in Tiffany from the 2 old ladies team, and look at this. She went 5-1. So that would be 21 wins and 6 losses. 21-6 yesterday between you and I and Tiffany.
That's not so bad.
You could throw in the morning steam in there. We probably should. That'd still be a very, very good day. Morning steam did finish in the green. So good job, everybody. But maybe we can address some of the issues if there were some. Maybe some free picks. I know I had a couple of maybe not great picks on the free, but that's why our premium picks over there are at Tony's Picks. Those are our picks every day at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our pick packages. For Sunday, Mindy will be in action, I'm sure. I don't know, pretty heavy maybe. I don't know. All this is going to come pretty fast.
Right.
And I have a feeling, you look at how many we agreed on, wasn't perfect, but we had so many agreements yesterday. I have a feeling we might have a lot of agreements today. Daniel has a 5-pack, 4 in the Major Leagues, 1 in the NBA. Tim Irwin's got a 3-pack of Major League players. Nick Bartini, a 3-pack on the ice, also a 3-pack in the NBA. And Ben Ruhala has got a 3-pack in the Major Leagues. You see Nick here with a little bit of soccer action underway in England, in France, games just underway, Italy as well, and some of watching the early games in in some of the soccer action as I was prepping. But you see Nick there has a couple of in Germany and 1 in England coming up. All right. Click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper choice, get signed up. Again, use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save percent. Mindy, a great day by you with 8 winners yesterday. Take a look at a few of them. Look at how you finished the night. Pirates money line, Orioles run line, Rangers run line, the Brewers, the Astros, and the Mariners finishing hot there. The 6-game streak to end the night, and plenty of winners over there yesterday. Good job.
Thank you. I'm planning on having 8 plays in Major League Baseball here again today. So maybe I can have 8 more winners. That's how we're going to look at it here today. So we'll definitely go ahead and package those up. So if you're interested, you can always go ahead and purchase one of those. And remember, you can use promo code TonyT at checkout.
Don't forget, check out our free picks blog as well. And like I said, that 2-for-1 capper promotion, Minnie, probably not just if you get one handicapper at full price and the other one at 50% off. And like I see some people kind of bummed out about yesterday and probably should have, I don't know, had a better day. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Let's get say hello to a few more people here, right? I see Chris Thompson just showing it up here. He gets it done. And Mindy Curtis is talking about the Toronto Blue Jays, but right. You got the Creighton Blue Jays hat on. LJ had a good day. Good job. And Howard says he's like the like button. My babies. That's an old saying. Howard, I don't know Howard watch it. There's a poker stream that I often watch, and the host says, "Hello, my babies." He's kind of taken off a little bit. Fernando, he had the main event, and he goes, "Oh, you know what, actually, I should have mentioned that because Fernando's UFC." And I said, "Oh, 8-2. I was actually 10-3, a 2-1 record in UFC for I think it came out plus 94 units with the 3 picks. Add that to my record, we'll get up there in just a little bit.
Right.
Even though we talk about the automated, the UFC actually has to be done by hand, I think, because of the nature of the sport, the way that it's graded. So throw in a couple more winners in there for me. Verley's here. Epperson is here. Good to see you, Elijah. Where you been? Good to see you. Fernando talking about what happened with Brooks. Mindy, that was a big story yesterday, certainly, because LeBron
it's been a little feisty as of late.
Brooks called him out, right? I think everyone said, "Don't do that." LeBron
don't poke
went up
the bear.
to him. You saw the video, right? He walked right up to him before the game. They exchanged pleasantries. It did not look to be contentious, but it did look to be friendly. And then LeBron went up and threw down a pregame. And then Mr. Brooks decided to go down south one of the plays and sent LeBron to the canvas with a low blow. That resulted in his ejection from the game.
Right.
So, Mindy, we had the Lakers yesterday, and that's one pick I know the chat did pretty well with. I had a premium winner there on the under. And let's see who else is checking in. Randy says, way too much BS talking. Oh, boy. Randy just does not get it. All right, Randy. Hey, hit me up in the Discord. We can talk about this a different way to maybe format the show. This guy's talking about that angry bear you said, Mindy. And Jim says he might have a little action here from Mexico. So I don't know what else we could do. We can get in, just, I guess, deal in the picks. That's what we want. That's fine. And we'll talk about the Major League to start us off. Let's get rolling then. No need to bore Randy anything.
I don't know if you meant the talk in between LeBron and such, but I'm not sure.
See, no wonder Tony gets on my case. Okay. All right. Hey.
So Randy will have to clarify if he means like our show setup.
Well, I've never met Randy, so I don't know what was going on. I appreciate Randy actually very much for showing up here today, and I don't want to lose Randy, especially if he's looking for some winners.
Right.
Right. Let's get in with the show. Why not? And I did want to mention some of our winners yesterday with Team Steam. We definitely can have better performance than 9-7, but like I said, we'll take it. We'll also have some more minor league football picks at the end when Mindy's typing in the plays. I only went 2-1. I thought I was going to do better, and I just want to send a shout out to our showboats. We did win that. Apparently,
Yay, those showboats. It's my new favorite team.
Further review, we did win that game, Mindy, with Memphis plus 42.5. They got 2 points, I think, yesterday. Maybe 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll have to get like the showboats hat, the coffee bucket hat. I got a lot to do. That's all I know.
Slow here today, as well as Lucky Power. All right. Yeah, that was a bad performance by our showboats. Maybe I'll lay the USFL and just stick last week.
It's early, right? It's just just kicking off the season, right?
So I'll talk a few more picks here and that. We're going to start with Major League Baseball first. Let's get rolling. Got to get a show, got to get a quick here because we know all this daytime baseball action. Feel great about this card. So first game starts in 2.5 hours. So let's get rolling and have your picks ready. We got almost our 80 friends.
That's what we got. 80 friends that we go out with every morning.
Thanks. Okay. All right. The Rockies and the Phillies will wrap up their set in Philadelphia today, Mindy. And Urania has not been able to strike yet with the Rockies. A pretty bad start, but the Rockies have tasted victory of late. In this one, I'm showing they're nearly $3 favorite, and the total 8.5 over at -115.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and take over the total here. As you mentioned, Urania hasn't been good. 15.43 ERA there on the road, giving up a .460 slugging percentage to this Phillies team. The Phillies have also been scoring about 5 runs per game, and the Phillies bullpen, they themselves give up about 5 runs a game. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here today.
All right, Mindy's going to take the over. Did come in a little bit on the under in this one. Was high as 9, maybe the under. Take a look at how that line moved heading into the game. Yeah, definitely was about 9 under at most of the spots. In fact, I'm showing EK still at 9 under. I'm showing starting to move this thing back up to 9. Mindy, maybe on your pick here. I don't know. See if what the chat's going to do in this one. Phillies run line. Ionics willing to lay it. Not trusting here with Urania. Yeah, we mentioned it. And as far as Zach Wheeler's concerned, it hasn't been great. Maybe we're expecting a little more. And Darren's on the under in this. Just a look at picks here. Here comes some more. AJ Smoove is with us today. He's also going on the run line. Darren says looks like he went under in the game at 9, Mindy. So, and looks like Latifah's here today. And will she be on the Phillies, or is she just rooting for her Phillies? And because, to me, it's just too high a price. I'm going to go on I'm going to give Urania here. And Gerardo's got a Nerfy in this one, it looks like. EJ's here.
Hello, EJ.
Solo on Phillies run line. Nice. Boy, I'm liking all this new viewers today. I'm going to take the Rockies on the run line. I know I'm going a little bit against our chat here. It's really, Mindy, I don't, you gave a great pick down. I'm not going to tell you that right now the Rockies are any better than the Philadelphia Phillies. Even with the injuries early on, all I'm going to say about it really is the line kind of stands out to me as being just a little bit too high at this time. So I'll take the Rockies at +1.5. I think I can get probably $1.20 there or so. So I'm definitely going to be against the chat in this one, it looks like. All right. Let's see here. Zach Brown's here today also. Mick saying, I don't know what's going on there. Big Meat here today.
We got the Meats.
Jake says Urania will make a lot of teams -300. Yeah. And Nathan and I are together here in this one. So just unloading his plays in there a little bit. No problem with that. And Yeah, I think sitting out, right? Just some of these, maybe the time to score a little bit with the underdog. I've been talking about Andy. I laid some chalk on, and you did too. Let's just be fair about it. Uh, no problem. But I'm just pointing out that, uh, and it happened again yesterday. What I feel are, these chalky favorites right now. They are coming through chalky public favorites. Um, I'm not saying nobody wants to be on these teams. These are the ones you kind of want to stay away from. It's going to cost you a little bit in the long run, but right now it just feels
only if you pick the wrong team, I guess.
That's right. I mean,
it'll cost you.
Okay, here's the news on this. One more on the game. The lineups are out in the Colorado game, and I don't know if this is, but Chris Bryant not in the starting lineup for Colorado, and Diaz will not be catching today. So just a couple of changes there in the lineups. These two lineups are confirmed. Boy, it sets up. I'll take Colorado, man, but again, just on the price because it's a great matchup for the lineup of the Phillies today, going up against the Rockies. But I'm just a price play for me, and no KB in there for Colorado. I'll stick with it on my free. Indeed, that's all. All right, you guys. And next up is Mindy. I'm sorry. Here we go. Astros and the Braves. All right. Good matchup still. Nobody's, kicking the Astros to the curb, are we? Give them a big chance, of course, this season to be great. And the Braves should be strong as well. Good pitch up here. And Fried. In this one, I'm showing Fried is $135-ish, and the total 8 under 20. Opened somewhat at 8.5.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here. Javier, he has that 39.2% K rate. Max Fried hasn't pitched at home yet, but pitching really, really well on the road. A 1.08 ERA. Two pretty good bullpens here as well. I think this one stays under the total today.
I agree. I knew it. We're going to be 1-1 right now. No, maybe we're not getting the absolute best price available. Blake's against us here. No big deal. We'll go over in this one. But Jay was right behind us to take the under here at 8. Yeah, Javier and Free. Howard says he does like the plus money for Houston 1. Atlanta due for, however. I think Atlanta might fit that category that I've been talking about with, public favorites. Not seeing a lot of movement, so maybe not. Let me see what the betting percentages are. Almost 2/3 of the action on Atlanta for the most part. So, all right, Indy, we're going to be on the under in this one. Hooray. I like that. All right, let's get into another one here now. Oh, let me got a few more here, Mindy. Any lines here today? Darren says he took the Astros. Oh, boy, I missed some of these. Here we go. Butterscotch. Maybe having a little technical. That's why I'm having that little pause. Mindy pointed out. Hopefully I'm coming through okay to everyone.
Your sound's a little bit messed up, but I think it's workable.
Oh, gosh.
You're pixelated a little bit.
Thank
you. It doesn't look as bad like, on YouTube itself. So I don't know how the sound is on YouTube, but
I saw someone say Mindy take over, and I thought maybe I was not coming through.
Well, one time you stopped pretty good, so we're like, is it again?
Okay. Latifa on Atlanta in this game. There you go. Fernando says Braves bounce back with a money line play for him. Jerome on Houston. Burley Atlanta spot. So it looks like Atlanta. Atlanta off the bounce back, says Nate. Oh man, Scotch. I'm sorry, you guys. I know we were having. I feel like it's my internet now. I've already restarted. I've closed all my tabs. All right. Hopefully we get this show off real good. All right, Mindy. Well, we're firm with you and I. We're on the under in this one. All right. Do half the people even know who Max Head is? That's what I'm wondering.
Right.
All right. The Reds and the Bucks here with Green on the road against Vasquez. I was showing the game as a pick. I'm showing now, I believe Pittsburgh has moved to a slight favorite, if they were a favorite, but no greater than minus 115 or so. And the total says on the screen when I loaded up 8.5 over 25. This one has gotten steamed just since we came on the air. It's now 8.5 under 25.
Oh, goodness. Well, I was going to go ahead and take a look over the total here. Velasquez just hasn't been pitching well at home. 16.88 ERA here. I don't know. It's, well, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of these weird games that, he only has that 18% K rate. And then I know you have, Hunter Green here that pitches pretty well. I still think it's going to be more of a lot of Reds runs here in this one.
Well, they do have a pretty, decent matchup because Velasquez hasn't been terrific, but the Pirates have done okay offensively in Velasquez's starts. They've been competitive. We know that Green, he can be strong. We know that. See what the chat's up to. I think I'm going to be, I might be here today because I see Fernando's on the Pirates. Butterscotch. Oh, he's on the Reds first 5 at minus $1. Is that right? So they like Hunter Green that much over Velasquez that he's favored in the first 5, but yet the Pirates are the slight favorite in the game, huh? That is interesting. And Latifa says Bucks are pretty good against right-handers. Here's Chase Move says he will still take a shot on the Pirates money line. Beasting with AB. To have you again, like I said, he's on the Pirates. And Latifa will take the Pirates because of that. All right. The Reds are not hitting the ball very well. We know it's an issue now. I want to give them a chance here today. Bionic says go Reds. I don't know if that's a pick. I'm going to take the Reds today as my pick with Green on the mound. I think I like Velasquez more than most. Green gotten a lot of runs. He's had a few issues himself. I don't think we're seeing the Hunter Green that we were expecting. Solo's with you, though, Mindy. Going to take the over in this one. All right. And Jerome will go under. Burley says Pittsburgh, 15-7. You can't go wrong with this Bucks team right now, I guess. I'm going to go with them today. I'm going to give Green a shot. Bionic, though, Reds money line with me. All right. Steph says, look at this record against right-hand starters. 2-12. Ugh.
Yep.
All right. And Nathan might be ready to go with me on the Reds here. And, like I said, if anything, nearly a toss-up. Okay, maybe. Well, kind of like the Rodriguez matchup here. One Rodriguez is favored heavily over the other. Orioles minus 170. This total is just wrong. I think I just typed over the matchup from yesterday, so apologize. Gosh, be better.
Yeah.
This one is 7.5 flat. Rodriguez, well, the Orioles variety, he's minus $1.70.
Well, if you take a look at the Rodriguez for the Tigers, he does have that 10.39 ERA. Both of these two teams here have bullpens that like to give up runs as well. I'm going to go over the total, Ramon, over that 7.5 today.
All right, Mindy, over for you the game.
I guess it was Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles that has the 10.39 at home.
Yeah, and originally Boyd was listed for the Tigers, and pretty sure it's Eduardo. So
yes,
okay. I don't know if that was I don't know. I see on one of my that Boyd's on there, but I was Eduardo. Here's Butterscotch wants to be on the run line here in this one, and I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be with Mindy. Going over in the for sure. We're not getting the best. We're getting a great. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it's better than the 8.
Yeah, and I'm trying to take a look and see what I was with that 8.5. So were there 8.5? I don't know if there. So that must have been yesterday's number. That's all. But we'll take over 7.5 if we can get it. Why not? Beasting with ABs like the Orioles money line. Jay Smoove is all the Orioles in this one. Say another public favorite. Might be willing to do it. Maybe the line will go down a little bit. Bogdanovich here is going to be on the Tigers run line. Take the run now. And Solo is going over us. So, gotta like that. I think a little bit concerned about some of those bats at the top of the lineup, but they've been solid. So that's why I'm going with you here, Mindy. Let's go over Detroit and Baltimore 2.5. The Blue Jays and the Yankees got a favorite here on the road, up to $1.35 now. I don't know what it was. I might have just transposed these goals, is what I'm thinking. Hold on a minute here. Oh, okay, I got it. Let me fix it. Thank you. Here we go. All right, there we go. I wondered why that looked so funny. Blue Jays minus $1.30, total half over minus 155 now. So this total has gone up. It got steamed up a bit.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Blue Jays. Where's Curtis? I got my favorite hat on for the Jays today.
Okay.
Yeah, Schmidt has the higher ERA at 6. Gosman 3.76 there at home, or I guess on the road. My fault. He's only given up 1 home run here in his pitching outings here so far. Blue Jays scoring more runs at 6, which is a lot higher than the Yankees right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Blue Jays. Gosman has that 1.42 ERA lifetime versus the Yankees.
Well, showing the sharp all over the Yankees, the way I interpret it, especially as a dog. But I want to go with you, Mindy, and take the Blue Jays today with this lineup. I think the offenses are pretty strong here, but I think there's just a pretty big advantage. I see more out of Schmidt. Just like at least having Gosman on the mound does feel like the right move. I want to take the Blue Jays. So does AB. So does Ionic. Mick is on the Yankees, though. And I get it. I mean, the Yankees home under. Jay Smooth, Blue Jays, Fernando, Blue Jays. Going to be a lot of Blue Jays here. Butterscotch says Yankees run line. Howard on Toronto. Latifa does like the splits here. Yeah, you got to figure Barsha at the bottom of the lineup. That's the interesting thing about is a lot of right-handed bats, but they seem to hit against right-handers. And here's Solo is on the Jays run line out that at plus $1.15 or so. And Jerome on Yankees. So there's some split here with the chat for sure. Steve says Toronto first 5. Hello, Matt D here today. Burley on the Yanks. Khalifa does take Toronto. And Matt. No. All right. Mindy Brown and I here with the Blue Jays.
All right, let's do it.
Laying it on the road. I knew baseball would be together on some of these. I just knew it. The White Sox, Lucas Giolito going up against the Rays and Zach Eflin. This one's been all Rays so far at the betting window. They're up to $1.55 now. 7.5 over 25.
Well, again, I was looking at over the total here in this one. Rays are back up there, averaging 7.5 runs a game here over their last 5, while the White Sox are putting up a 4.5. Giolito has that 6 ERA here on the road. I expect a lot of runs today.
All right, Mindy says go over in this one. The White Sox and the Rays. Can I hop on board with this one? I think I can, especially at 7.5. I think that's the way I want to go. Look, sharps to me are all heavy on the under, and I'm not sure why, Mindy, in this one. The Blues have that. I don't know. I mean, the Blues, the Rays, Rays, Jays. The Rays, though, that lineup still crushing, I think, against Giolito. Haven't seen the lineup yet. Don't know if Yandy Diaz will make it in the lineup. Hope so. But Arosa Reina, you got to figure Ramirez. And I don't know. I think he can be pretty crazy. He's been good so far. Rays look like a pretty solid play. Let's see what the chat has to say. Oh, boy, this is almost overwhelming. Other than Mick, he does like the White Sox. I think he says he likes the White Sox this year. Better turn it around. 7-14 record. Butterscotch likes the over in this one. Howard's on the Rays. Moneyline's loving his Rays right now. Latifa says Tampa Bay on the Rays. Jay Smooth says lay it. Beasting with AB. Just AB. I call you AB. Why am I saying AB? AB like TB. Yeah, it says TB. Jerome TB. And we're on the over. Probably figure out what's going on with that one, Mindy, but we'll take the over on the show here.
Sure.
And this one, 7.5. I like it. All right, boy. All right, the Marlins. Oh, hello, Marlins. They're going to be taking on the Guardians here. We've got Luzardo. If I'm not mistaken, Mindy, Luzardo, I believe, is the most profitable pitcher so far in the major leagues. At least he's on today's card, but they've won all of his starts, and they're going up against, is it Allen here? Yeah, but the Guardians are still going to be a slight favorite in the total 7.5 under 25.
Well, I'm going to take the Marlins here and Luzardo. Guardians have the better bullpen a little bit, but, Allen, he has, it's going to be interesting to see what he has. He has that 1.26 ERA in AAA, but the Marlins are the ones that's been scoring here over the last 3. It hasn't been this Guardians team at all. I'll take the elder pitcher here in this one. I'm going to take Luzardo and the Marlins.
Yeah, pretty good day for the Marlins yesterday. Maybe they found a little
offense.
Well, I mean, made fun of them early.
Of course they did, right? I mean, they surprise us sometimes. They go from, being almost last to like fifth to last. I mean, that's a pretty big step in one day.
And now the ones are 12-9. So, hello. Good job, Marlins. AB's going to be on the Marlins for now. The Marlins, Butterscotch Marlins. Whoa. Jay Smooth Marlins. You guys know the Guardians are a slight favorite. Right? Moneyline says he likes the under. Yeah, maybe. Kind of happy, though, with the way that the Marlins swung the bat. Blake's on the Marlins. Latif is all about the splits today. Cleveland struggles against those lefties. Arias, Ramirez, Bell, Gonzalez. These are not good numbers necessarily. Solo on the Marlins here. Boy, a lot of more. Take the Marlins. I like the Marlins. I'm not just saying it because the chat's on him, because Mindy's on him. I like Luzardo.
Right. How can you not like him? Like you said, the most profitable guy out there.
And maybe I would say Miami's offense is coming around a little bit. So I don't know if you still have them at the bottom now.
Yeah, they're like fifth from the bottom, so that would put them at number 25-ish.
Okay.
But Miami could jump though from 29 to 25 in a day. I mean, we're early in the season, so you can make ground.
Playing down in Florida, you figure between the Rays and the Marlins, 30 wins and 12 losses. Miami total over for Jerome. What is that team total? 3.5 over 20? Fernando likes the over in this one. Yeah, I like the over too. I mean, the steam came in on the over. There's the steam is on the over, and I think that's just maybe public perception. I don't know if it's sharp action, because to me, most of the sharps are on the under. And these two teams have produced a lot of others, but a feeling might go over as well.
You just have the unknown with Allen. That's the part I don't really like.
Okay.
Personally.
Two left-handers, so yeah. Here come the Nationals. Taking on the Twins. The Nationals, a big underdog, but they've done a few things here of late. Picking up a couple of now and then. Right now, though, Minnesota is 250, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I think I'll just take the Twins on the run line today. Corbin, we know, has just not been very good. Ober, it's his first time, pitching this season, but he has a 0.143 batting average versus this Nationals team here all time. I'm going to take the Twins on the run line.
All right, Mindy, with Minnesota here, it is Ober, right? Yeah. Okay. That's a hefty price to me. I get it. Corbin not great, and he does produce a profit though. They've gotten some run support for him. I'm going to be on the under in this one at 8.5. I would have to think that. Look, if Ober's got anything, I think he could hold over a little bit on this weak Nationals lineup. I might try to find a way. I might even need to go to the alternative universe and grab a couple of runs with the Nationals. I like the under, and I think that's why I'd probably end up taking a couple 2.5 runs here. I'm going to go under with Washington and Minnesota. I'm going to give Corbin a chance to have an okay game. See what the chat has to say. I'm just going contrarian probably in this one. And I see everyone's on the. Oh, hold on a second. I see some Nationals support in there. But here's what Burley says: the Twins win today. Says Twins for sure. But Fernando says Nationals. Mine AB says Nationals. So I don't. Well, I didn't give it out. I gave out the under, but Bionic with you in this one, Mindy. Twins minus $1.22. I think you might be able to get that price or something close to it. And Brent says they've won the 2 games straight. Solo's on the Nats. So people believing a little bit in the Nats. Jay Smoove against me here on the over. Hello to Alan Smetana today. Good Alan. Yep. Says Twins better win one. Minnesota's the home team, make no mistake, but he probably means Twins got to win one against Washington. And Jerome says he likes the little streak that Washington has as well. Butterscotch likes Washington first 5. Latifa's loving Washington. You guys are scaring me now. I was like, I was being
more like scaring me.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. Howard's got the pink shrug hands.
Yeah, it's just the different one. Different shirt color.
Latifa says Minnesota not hitting lefties very well. But this is Corbin. Oh, gosh, thank you. Wow. Neat, you guys. Fernando says Nationals not lose. So, all right, Mindy's on the Twins run line. And, well, look.
Good luck. Mindy versus chat.
Yeah, but again, I thought I was being like, I gave out
contrarian, right, yeah.
Because Mindy gave out the Twins. I'm gonna try to find, and I still might need 2.5 runs. I'm gonna make my card, Mindy. I was ready if you're on a total to give out. Just saying it. I was gonna give out the Nationals, and I don't think it's gonna make my premium, but maybe it should. Maybe it's just a chat.
Right.
All right, guys. Mindy's on the run line. I'm on the under in this one. The Red Sox and the Brewers, they've had quite a series so far. The Brewers in this one, big favorite was Corbin Burns. It's down to $1.65, and the total here is now 8 under 15. This did take some steam to the under. Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got the other Corbin pitching now. Corbin Burns hasn't been great at home, 12.46 ERA. Both teams scored 5 runs of offense here a game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over in this one here today.
All right, Mindy, with the over. This one with these 2 lineups. Yeah, you against Bello. They haven't won with them yet. Man, you got to think maybe Yelich, Winker. These are not confirmed lineups, but Tellez. Man, I don't know. It feels like Burns is a good spot, it feels like to me. So I'm going to end up this is a pretty big price. I'm going to go ahead and lay money line here with Corbin Burns at $1.65. There's some value there. The opener. When I say value, I mean the fact that Burns, for the most part, are some openers that were as high as $1.80 and now $1.65. So I think that's a little bit of a discount that I'm looking for. See what the chat's up to on this one. I want to make note of that White Sox Rays 7.5 over 25 on that. Okay, thoughts comment here with the Red Sox. Let's take a look. Jojo, thank you. Yeah,
Going through the
you.
rundown.
Yeah. Look at this. Okay. Here's an over from Butterscotch, agreeing with Mindy. Latifah's going to be on Milwaukee. I'm on Milwaukee. Fernando's on the Brewers. Yeah, Jojo might. Where could we get? We page Brewer AB says Brewers an under. However, yeah, that came in on the under. Early's on the Brewers. Blake's on the Brewers. JoJo is on the Brewers here. And Bionic says, I think Red Sox get right here on the crew. And Darren on the Brewers as well. Jason. Brewers and Brewers run line. Steve, Milwaukee, first five. Ash on the Brewers. What's that, Mindy, with Solo there?
It looks like maybe a fast forward button.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess.
Jerome, Milwaukee run line on the over. And want to go to Anise Warren. Good morning. Thank you for being Anise representing our 111th viewer here on this show.
Hooray!
Thank Fernando for some soccer action coming from, looks like some England, and there's Brewers as well, so we'll put that up there. There's Brewers money right there.
That's why it came up right now.
Italian game. He's got a game. He's got Spain and the Brewers. A true international parlay.
Right.
All right, I'm on the Brewers. Mindy's on the over.
All right.
Okay, Mindy, the Clayton Kershaw. Wow. Just when you want to think, is he dying? Is he dying off and old? Is he going to get hurt? Clayton Kershaw looked awesome. Marcus Stroman's looked really awesome. Marcus Stroman is Cy Young so far. It's a great up today. I would game of the day, I guess.
Oh, goodness. Game of the day. This is a lot of pressure then, Ramon.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and go over the total, though. Both of these teams hit well over 5 runs a game. Each give up 5 runs of defense a game. The Dodgers bullpen is well over a 5.25 ERA here in this one.
I can't believe it.
I'm going to go over the total. Even with some pitchers that are pretty decent here.
Well, Tony was making fun of my guy Jake Reed out there and his goofy motion the other day. The Dodger bullpen, that's an issue certainly, but do you think do you have a bias against these guys continuing their good form? Do you think it'll be decent game early though, or?
I think we're probably going to get 4 or 5 runs scored in the, say, first 7 innings. That's kind of how I see it. I might be wrong, of course, but I have this one a 4 to 5 game basically. So
okay, well, that's fair enough. I mean, these pitchers have been doing well, no doubt. Let's see. Jace Move here says Cubs money line and under. AB says give him the Cubs. He'll take that dog money home. I want to check a stat here. Butterscotch, boy, he's got on this. He's our Chicago correspondent. He didn't even come in with the weather part. Partly cloudy with wind blowing out. Oh, no, it's just maybe less than 10 miles an hour out to right. To show some chance of showers near the end of the game. Cut over for Fernando. Lucky Power says, "Go Cubs, go!" And Solo says Kershaw is going. Solo's going Kershaw here. I think I've been wrong on this series. Oh well, no, we had that yesterday on the show. Howard says with the Scotch lock. Latifa says Cubs today. Yannick on the Cubs. And Jerome's going the alternate universe here. Gonna lay the 1.5. Hey, thanks, Joe. Thanks for stopping by and dropping some picks. Verley says he's going to roll the Cubs this afternoon, changing it up. Is that what that says? I think so. Want to say, look at this, Mindy. Talk about her in the chat today. Let's do a good job here. We've got Kervin Cardy here today joining us on the Cubs. Reginald Luker is not a new face. We don't hear from Reginald too often, but it's just question Cubs Dodgers under. Well, Mindy said go over in this one. I'm going to take the Dodgers with Clayton Kershaw. What I mean by I've been wrong, I think, Mindy, on both sides. I think I was wrong on the side on Friday. I was wrong on the side yesterday. Take that for what it's worth. We just want to be transparent here on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I'm going with the Dodgers. I've got to salvage the series. But I have a good matchup here. All right. Oh, Mindy.
Just do it.
Just wanted. Look, the Athletics won a game. They just won 2 nights ago. So,
like
but then yesterday, it just got away from them again. And these Ranger bats, they're 340. They're 350, whatever. The total's 7/20. So, I guess that's what 5-2, right?
Well, sure. I mean, it's probably going to be more than 5-2, but yeah, that's kind of how I see it. They should be able to just totally crush Mueller here in this one, and his 13.5 ERA, only a 14% K rate. I just love the over 7 in this one.
All right, I'll take the over with you. I don't know if I love it. So
all right, you don't love it as much as me?
No.
I have it at the 13. So we'll just see.
Sounds like a premium.
Well, I can't take all premiums, Ramon. I have to divvy them up.
I don't know if the way you went, you might. We did have the total over yesterday in this game. The Rangers, the kind of themselves. I kind of feel bad that because I wanted to lay a run line as a premium, and I just kind of, because of the loss the night before, and it's like I said, it's kind of the way Oak popped up on their 4 wins, if you will, and they've covered some run lines with they're a bottom 3 offense, but they've generated a little bit of offense when you least expect it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'll go over with you for sure. I didn't know if you meant when you said more like if it was, I said 5-2 is maybe the equivalent of
that's 340. The 340, yes.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe she means 8-0 or 9 or 10-0. Because
I got it at 9 to about 10-4.
Okay, with Jake today, I might find a way back. Kind of mad, I ended up playing it privately, Rangers and run line, but
Butterscotch is going -3.5. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, I have it like a 9 or 10 to 3-4 game, so don't blame you.
Okay, let's see here. Jay Smooth says Texas -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5. I love it. And Rangers over for Blake. Here's Fernando, Rangers run line. Home run prop from Jay says low to smash. Latif is on the Rangers. I don't. Mick doesn't like Texas' chances tonight. Bionic Rangers run line. Oh, it's plus money on that 3.5. Huh? AB says Rangers money line. That's a stiff price, but I don't know. Is it free money? Jim on the over. I'm on the over with Mindy. Michael on the run line here. Kevin Curvin says Rangers and. Thanks everybody for the plays. Verlingers minus 1.5. It looks like. I think that's going to be a minus 1.5. All right.
All right.
Mindy played every game in the American League. I've noticed.
We found our niche.
Speaking of the American League, let's take a look. Let's go to our correspondent, Mindy here with the Royals and Angels. Royals haven't won yet with Jordan Lyles on the mound. And going up against Detmers here. Still a pretty high price, but what do you move into these later contests?
Well, I mean, I kind of like the Royals on the run line every time. They just missed versus, Ohtani there, losing 2-0. They got it yesterday, of course, and the outright win. So I'm taking the Royals on the run line here again. Reed is not necessarily anyone that's just going to overpower you. He has the 9% K rate versus, the Royals here. He has a 0.52 slugging percentage against them as well. Lyles, he has, that higher ERA, but he strikes out more guys, right? 23.4% K rate. And he's actually given up no runs here on the road this season. So he does pitch better on the road. I'll take the Royals here on the run line.
Yeah, maybe it's been a case of run support then for Lyles. Great yesterday, Mindy, on that play. And I gave out the over, so we were dead on with our selection today in the Royals and the Angels. So maybe we'll have it right today as well. Let's see what the chat has to say before I make a commitment here. It's been one of my commitment hard for me. Looks like AB wants to go over in this one as just a smooth. And yeah, you met Mindy, Angels. I said, I'm trying to correct everybody over the last week or two. It's just I'm like you. I mean, I'm looking at the stats. Angels have decent, but then one is just another blow up, just like that.
Right.
Well, how many runs? 5 runs in the ninth?
I can't remember. Something like that.
The Royals, they were just, yeah. I mean, I almost like Fernando on the over here, Blake on the over. I think Howard.
The A's took over for the worst bullpen yesterday, by the way. The Athletics took over the worst bullpen yesterday. Okay. So the White Sox were only there for one day, thankfully. Those Royals are still sitting out of the cellar. That's good. 27th in the league.
That number, that total, I mean, that feels high to me at 9.5. I saw yesterday, but here's Verley, who does want to go over here. I'm on the under in this one. I'm sorry, Verley. Bionic run line for the Royals. My pick is the under, Mindy. I thought you can write it down.
I did.
The Chief on the over here. I'm against everybody in this one, I'm pretty sure. Start with a prop. Jerome with Kansas City. You get a lot of support for your Royals today. Or your Angels. I don't know. Like I said, that's Mindy's 2 teams, right?
I get to cheat on this one. I win no matter what. The winner.
Yeah, maybe a good match for Detmers against some of these guys. All right. Well, we didn't agree in every American League game.
All right. Well, there's hope for us yet.
Here's one of your favorites, Mindy.
I do love the Darvish. I should be wearing my Padres hat.
The $1.45 favorite. Can you do it?
Should I put it on like this first game? I could do that.
Well, soon you'll have your bucket, your Joe.
Yes, I do want the coffee bucket hat.
Hat. So the Padres here are $1.40. You Darvish. These are perfect with you, Darvish, and when I mean perfect, I mean not perfect. They have not won yet with you Darvish on the mound, and Jameson, he's kind of more profitable in a way than Luke. He just hasn't pitched as many, but I don't think they've lost with Jameson on the mound. It might be 2 starts so far.
I was waiting for Latifah to kind of perk up when she heard Jameson, right? Getting her day started off right here. Well, it's like her evening. I mean, she just got off of work, right? So yeah, I mean, but yeah, we know the Padres here. They're 0-2 with Darvish. But I don't mind his ERA sitting at 3.44. But he does have 20 Ks, right? And then if I kind of take a look at, Jameson, 2-0, 2.25 ERA, 15 Ks. Padres still ranked 28th in batting average. I don't know if they're going to be able to turn this around soon or not. We keep talking about it, Ramon. I'm going to go under the total here again today.
I am going to go under the total in this one with Mindy again with Darvish and Jameson. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to agree with Mindy here. Here is Jay Smoove on Padres, minus a 45. AB's got the Padres here. Butterscotch on Arizona run line. And thanks, Thomas. Yeah, appreciate that. It's 64, Mindy, once they update that, or 63, I'll be firing away. Pick on the Diamondbacks on the money line in this one.
Padres, fall show.
Who's on Padres faux show?
Fernando is. I love the show.
Dionic says Diamondbacks again. I've been making fun of the Padres. And,
they're just not hitting.
Seems to be a Fernando, but he said a home run. So
the season's over. He's done.
Towering shot. I would expect him to continue, And here's Diamondbacks on the money line for Mitchell Taylor, Arizona, Kervin on Arizona. A lot of support here for Arizona as a dog. Latifah on the Padres. I'm unsure on the side, actually. I'm not sure. Not sure with my Padres today. Does feel like a price at this point. But standings now all of a sudden, and Padres have they're 11 and 12, right? So behind this Arizona team, the West is not turning out to look so good. Who had comment I want to say back here? I missed it. Maybe it got deleted. All right, let's continue on. Who was talking about the Stroman starting the All-Star game? That's what it was. Yeah. I was going to say, whoa, we're only in April. Okay. A couple more, Mindy. This is the last of the big games. Cardinals and Mariners. That price is just flat out wrong. We know that, right? What are they? It's
a bit high.
Said
it's a bit high.
Yeah, a bit high. I'm showing this game as about a pick 'em, right? A pick 'em. 9, total 9. Pick 'em and 9.
So I just have to pick a team, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Mariners here. They won 2 in a row versus the Cardinals. They scored 5 runs in each of those games. I think the M's get through the Cardinals here again today. Flaherty 1-2 on the season. Mariners 24th in batting. But if you take a look lately here, they've run they've scored like 15 runs in their last 3. So going with Mariners here today.
Okay. Mindy on the Mariners in this one. With Hudson, they haven't won yet for him. Well, he's got certainly an advantage over some of these guys, I would think. Guys like Nutbar and Burleson at the top lineup. See what the chat is doing in this one. I might need some help. Looks like AB wants to go over the 9. Jay Smooth with the Cards. Fernando Cards team total over. He also likes Cardinals on the money line. Bionic says Mariners run line. Getting plus money with that one. At minus 165. Or no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the regular run line. The book I'm looking at actually has Cardinals. So that's a little bit of an alternate run line. But at a pick'em, probably going to be around the same price, I'm sure. Steam did come in on the over in this one. And I don't know. It just, to me, it's a matchup. I'm on the under here. Mindy's on the Mariners. I'm on the under. Any other comments? All right. Let's get to the night game. With the Mets and the Giants, maybe a good game between these two teams. I don't know if the pitching's right in this one. Usually you see some more of a marquee matchup, I think, Mindy.
Right, on Sunday Night Baseball, yeah.
Yeah, but not as much here. But
I was kind of rooting for, say, the Dodgers, Cubs, or Cardinals, Mariners. Those seem like some better games, for me a little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, especially because the Giants, nobody saw, I don't think, maybe the Giants were going to be down, but nobody saw this kind of start coming. And we know the Mets are mashing at this point. So they are favored on the road here, but not $1.25 yet. No, not $1.50. Yeah, maybe $1.15 or no. $1.15, total 9 under 15.
Yeah, Stripling has the 10.8 ERA here at home. Both of these pitchers, though, they've been striking out quite a few guys here as of late, though. But if I take a look at their K percentages versus each other, they're actually quite low. So, like McGill, he's at 7.6% K rate. Stripling, he's at 8.5% K rate. And this is, like I said, pitching, Giants versus Mets, Mets versus Giants, that sort of thing. But it's one of those that the Mets know how to get on base, early. They're 4th in on-base percentage here this season. Giants ranked 18th. It's one of those that they've also been hitting the long ball pretty well, I would say. Both of these teams averaging 5 of offense, giving up 4. I think this one's going to get over the total here tonight. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I have it sitting at right about 10 here today.
Yeah, and Steam came in on the in one as well. So look at some of these today. AB wants to go over. Fernando says Giants first 5 money line. Jay Smooth says we were talking yesterday, Mindy, with these Mets pitchers. But then they've got these bats. AB on the over, Solo on Mets money line curve, and me on the Mets. And Jay says he will take the Mets still. Butterscotch lays 1.5 with the Mets. Blake went over in the Mets game. Burley says I'll count on that Mets lineup. I think so. Especially, I think for more so with Marte Alonso and maybe Canna against Stripling here. Maybe the right-handers might have a bit more of a challenge, but Bionic on this. And Latifa does not mind Stripling here against that lineup. All right, y'all, get ready to pull the trigger. Pull that trigger with you here, and it's going to be on that over.
All right. Let's do it, Ramon.
Well, yeah, let's because we're back in action in the major leagues.
6, 7, 8 plays today.
Oh yeah, that's just what I want on a Sunday after baseball. All right, let's get into those playoff games. Thank you, everyone, for the great comments. Thank you for holding 100 strong here with us.
Don't go anywhere. Just shooting up.
Mindy, you've been a very successful person in your athletic career and in your personal career. This is the pick of our career with Tony's picks when we get these 100 friends of ours together. Appreciate everybody very, very much. Okay, let's get this started here with the NBA. I should put Knickerbockers because of our cute chat. That we're willing to spell it out every time. The Knicks favored here. Boy, they really did the number, didn't they? Put the Cavs down. Let's see what Mindy's up to with this one. The Knicks now earning favoritism here, -2.5. This total got slammed, I noticed, right before we went on the air. It's down to 205.
Jeez, 205. I mean, but who knows? I mean, the Cavs just been struggling offensively. I saw that in game 2 where they scored a whopping 79 points, Ramon. Knicks are 13-4-1 against the spread in their last 18 games here. Knicks have proven they can score without Randall. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Knicks.
All right, Mindy's going to be on Knickerbockers here. Take a look. I'm expecting Randall in there today.
Okay.
So let me see what these lineups are going to look like. It's not a great matchup because I respect obviously the defense, some of those guys in that Cleveland front court, but man, the Knicks and the crowd's going wild. They're just having a great time right now. Here comes some Thomas Lewis. Maybe he's on Cleveland here. Corday says the Knicks -2.5. Howard Hogan says it's a great game. He's going to lean. That's just a lean, though. AB on the Knicks. Butter Knicks money line. Fernando under in the quarter. Solo says too low, Mindy.
Right.
Did you say Knicks?
Yes, I did say the Knicks, but that total is wild.
Cavs could steal one, Brent says. What's up with Mitchell, you guys? I mean, right? That's what it kind of feels like to me. I'm worried about that. I was considering also the over in this one when I saw that. And then the steam came in on the under. I like the Knicks. I'm worried now about the Cavs all of a sudden. Said, where is Mitchell? I'll take with you, Mindy.
All right.
Over the Knicks. That crowd is getting loud.
It's got to be the shoes.
Burley says Knicks. I was worried about Thomas's comment there, but all right. Yeah, there's definitely some playoffs defense in postseason. And maybe this next matchup we can talk about it even further. I bought in. I'm like Mr. Under, right? And but I said, well, I think with the Kings and the Warriors, I don't expect any defense enough, and they were all about the defense. I thought in that game, I wasn't close to an over. Took a loss. Let's take a look though at the Kings and the Warriors here. 7.5. This total has dropped. It got steamed to the under. So, what do you say here, Kings and Warriors?
Well, I mean, I wanted to be on the Kings before when they were +6, and the Warriors came out and just destroyed them, 114-97. Now they got Green back here as well. I just think they got too much. It seems offensive firepower here. They turned up the defense. I just think it's a bad combination here. It seems like for the Kings. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and take the Warriors and lay that -7.5 here.
All right. I feel bad. I mean, but here are, Warriors at home. Yeah, they end up destroying the Kings. I just got the game all wrong. Kings and over was my call, and it was Warriors and under. Here comes Butterscotch, does like the under in this one. Steam came in on the under. Thomas Lewis says Warriors. Fernando, first half Kings. Brent's on the Warriors. AB says maybe this is a spot the Kings can come back. Get back in this one. Howard says Kings to keep it close. And we just, what we say about the Warriors kind of continues to look to be true in a way, Mindy, with their home and road dynamic. So, man, I just was so wrong in that game, and it just feels like it's going to be an over. Solo on the Kings. I better respect the steam. It's just what it feels like to me all of a sudden. Fernando says Warriors winning it. Curvin's going to be on the Kings here. Matt says 7-game series. No doubt about it. It feels like it's going to be 7. Well, Green's back. If he's Mr. Defense, I don't know. He's almost he doubled down. He doubled down, Mindy, on his behavior. He says he's not going to change who he is. Bad look, quite frankly. If you're watching, Draymond. Burley says he likes the Warriors at home, but the Kings to cover the spread. All right. I'm just going to have to trust this team. Figure I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the Kings and the Warriors, and I'll take the under. I'm going to just toss my notes right here in the trash on this that says go back to the over in this game, Ramon. And I'll go under 237. I think I could even get 237.5. I'll take the under because I just don't know any better. Obviously, Mr. 6200 doesn't know what he's doing here. Oh, well, then we better look at this. Scotty Foster's like Warriors -9.5. Well, I don't know if Scotty's referencing today's game, but yeah, well, and don't forget it's a day game. I'm kind of teasing Butterscotch there, but not that matters. Darren says Kings cover. All right. Mindy's on Golden State. I'll take the under. That has been a tough series for me personally. Here's a series I have had a good handle on. Boston and Atlanta. And Boston's a 6-point favorite. In this one, the total is down to 232.
Yeah, so we had the Hawks in the last one. I think the Celtics here looked to rebound from a poor performance in game 2. and go up to 3-1 in the series with a win here in Game 4. Celtics 5-1 against the spread versus the Hawks over the last 3 seasons here. The Hawks were a little bit more physical game 3, outscored Boston 54-40 in the paint, had that 48-29 edge in rebounding. I think the Celtics have to go ahead and match that intensity here today. I'm going to think the Celtics are going to get this one -6.
Mindy on Boston here. She'll lay it this time against the Hawks. Hawks had that good performance. Steam came in on the under in this one. These two teams tend to go over a little bit, but I'm going to 232.5 playoffs. Who said it? I'm on the under. They've got to play they've got to play some defense in the playoffs. Come on, 230s in this one. Yeah, look, I had the over in that last game. What it was the Hawks got off to that blistering start. They were just unconscious. So Celtics know what they need to do. But Hawks put up a lot of points in that. All right. Comments from the chat on this one. And us on Boston. AB says Celtics money line. Corday's got the referee schedule. He's maybe handicapping the referees. I don't know. Here's Fernando says Celtics money line. Howard says Boston clamps down. Steve says Boston will be good on the boards. Here's Butterscotch saying Boston spread. Solo's really willing to come back on the Hawks again. Parlay J here today. Good to see Parlay J. Says, I think this is, if you like the team to win, just the team to cover. If you like the dog, take them outright. 23-1 this year for the favorite in the playoffs. Yeah, in the playoffs has been an obscene number there. So I'm trying to remember on that if that's the way it's gone, but I'm sure Parlay J's right. That is an absurd stat, absolutely. So Mindy's on the Celtics, and I'm on the under. And Curvin says he likes Atlanta. Good contributions today, Curvin. It's good to have you. Finally, it'll be the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Nuggets are up to a 4-point favorite, Mindy. The total 224.5. This total going down some.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to sweep. I think in the series here, being up, 3-0 makes it easy to take, your foot off the pedal here a little bit. But it's one of those that I'm not sure if the Nuggets will let up on that defensive intensity here or not. I'm going to go ahead and go to the over in this one. It is 5-1 Nuggets last 6 versus a team with that losing record there as well. I know they didn't play well last game. It was a pretty low score, but I think today it's a little bit different. I think the Timberwolves have to go lights out here. I expect lots of scoring here today.
They do have to go hard, but I think that the Nuggets still have a strong advantage against them. I just think that Minnesota is here's Scotch says, where's the Scotch law? Remember, Minnesota, players on the wall, players punching each other. They somehow found a way to win that play-in game despite that. They don't like each other. I'm on Denver today, lay 4 points. Looks like a lot of people are here as well. AB going under in this one. Thanks to AB also for being here today. Ron is here today. Good to see Ron. And Jerome says Denver by double digits. Howard says send them fishing. Brent says Nuggets as well. All right. I think Matt, as Matt saying, Denver could run the table. The thing about the West is these teams kind of are, well, maybe, I don't know. Phoenix has looked pretty interesting, obviously, right now. It does look like the West all of a sudden. Maybe Kings and the Warriors could knock each other around 11-game series. Burley's on Denver first half. But Denver head and shoulders, I don't want to say it like that. Denver's looking good in the West. I'll take Denver. Mindy's on the. Let's get to hockey. Get this show wrapped up. We were on the Knicks as our. Okay, we got one in basketball. All right, Mindy. Hockey's been good. Hurricanes and Islanders going to start us off here. Jerome, nice. Hurricanes and Islanders going to start us off in this one. Mindy, the Islanders going to be a slight favorite here at home. The Canes, boy, that's interesting. $1.25 over 25.
Yeah, so the Islanders set an NHL playoff record, I guess. 4 goals in 2 minutes and 18 seconds to earn the Game 3 victory here. I think, with that, they might have grabbed a little bit of momentum here, the Islanders. I'm taking the home ice advantage here. I think that's kind of been important thus far, unless you were the Kraken last night. But I'm going to take the Islanders here today.
All right, Mindy going to come in on the Isles. Minus $1.25 or so. All right. I don't know if I mind that. Let's see what the chat has to say in this.
Nada.
Thanks, chat. I was counting on you. All right. Well, at 5 over, I don't know. I kind of. Okay. Here we go. AB says under 5, under 5 with a bottle pop with a rocket pop. Latifah's on Carolina, but Scotch is on the Islanders. Brent's on the Islanders, and Kerbin says Carolina. Matt says Islanders. The momentum has shifted. All right, Mindy. I'm gonna go actually. Here's Verley on the Islanders. Gerardo's on the Canes. Canes are supposed to be better. Jerome says he's been way off in the series. All right, yeah, take the Islanders. This is pretty much the price I've got it at. So I don't think there's much of an advantage here. Gerardo says I barely won. They've been outplayed. I think Carolina's a better team. I think Darren on the Hurricanes. There's definitely a split here. I'm going to agree with Mindy. I'm going to go with the Isles here. Reasonable price. Elite goaltending. Good, strong goaltending. Let's say it like that. But Ranta's been good too. All right, we're on the Isles. The Bruins and the Panthers. Here come the Bruins. Still a sizable favorite, but it's down to $1.50 or so. A total 6 over 20.
Yeah, I think the Bruins came out and showed their strength there in Game 3. They made life difficult for this Panthers teams. Bruins outshot the Panthers 35-29. Had a lot of takeaways. I kind of expect that maybe a little bit here today. I think the Bruins' depth will kind of, shine through here a little bit today. They're still, I think, the team to beat. I'm going to take the Bruins here, minus 155.
Of course, they're still the team to beat. Come on, I've got this one $1.80 at least. Florida, look. Yes, Florida has been maybe the only nemesis, right, that the Bruins have had kind of this season to a certain extent. I don't know. Today, Boston might be able to get something, maybe a big offensive production is what I'm feeling. Here's Butterscotch, Boston in regulation. AB says Bruins money line, Latifah, Boston. Howard, Boston. Kelvin, Curvin says Panthers puck line. And maybe, that's how good the Panthers have been. Brent says Bruins. I'm on the Bruins with Mindy. We're going to be playing some hockey games here, Boston regulation for Steve.
Consensus play number 11.
Doesn't feel like the best price considering. I think there were some lower openers, but I just have it so much higher still, even with this. Okay, no, there wasn't any. Mostly $1.50. Okay. All right. 2 for 2, Mindy. Here comes the Stars and the Wild. And the Wild favorite here, maybe $1.15 now, but they're still favored against Dallas here in this one. And the total is 5.5 under -120.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Wild here. I know we had Stars, I believe, last time out here. But the Wild only allowed 1 goal in Game 3, out-hit the Stars 26-17. A lot of block shots out there as well. I think the Wild will be good here at home. That's where I'm going. I'll take a -120.
Well, AB's going with you. And so's Brent. Likes the Wild at home. I like the under in this game. I think we're back to under city with Dallas and Minnesota. I don't know what I think. Certainly think of under with Ottinger, and now with Gustafson in there and got Fleury out of there. Jerome's on Minnesota. Scotch is on Minnesota. A lot of support for Minnesota. It's all Minnesota here. Ugh. Right? Curvin says he loves the under, so I like the under.
Ramon, you're back clear. It's the first time all day.
Really?
Yeah. We just needed to, go through 1 hour and 37 minutes.
I thought you were just it was like every time you had to wait for me to fit. Like I knew there was, it was not. Howard likes the under as well. Must have been an internet situation then.
Yeah, it probably was, right?
I don't know what else could be going on. I hope it doesn't look bad on YouTube, or I don't know.
No, it's fine. It was a little bit, laggy there. We're all right.
Not that I didn't want to say as long as it's only distracting to you, but you know what I mean. I want the production to be fine. Wild in a close one for Verley. So Mindy's on the Wild and I'm on the under. We'll just start the show over.
Okay.
Wow.
Can we go get some donuts and bagels or something if we're gonna do that?
First time in 3 days. So yeah. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, but you're clear as can be. It's just boom. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to. All right, Oilers and Kings to wrap this show well, other than some minor league football or something I'm going to give out. Try to bring you some winners there. But the Oilers and the Kings. Oilers, wow. The Oilers are minus $1.55 against the Kings. Are the Kings quitting?
I don't know. I still like the Oilers today, though. I hate going against your Kings, too. Oilers, play well on the road, scoring 4 goals a game. I kind of, think that the offensive playmakers kind of get the series tied back up here. Oilers had 40 shots in Game 3. I think it's going to be similar here tonight. I'm going to take the Oilers against your Kings, Ramon. Sorry.
Okay. Lay that price. Go right ahead.
Just try it.
With you, AB's with you in this one. I got burned. I think probably end up going under again. I would guess at 6.5 in a playoff game. Scotch is going to be on the Kings here. Steve's on Edmonton. Curvin's on the Kings. think Latifa, she's saying this game's going overtime. Seeing some crazy. You're right. It's been a wild series for sure.
I feel like I'm getting all the hockey I can handle with those overtimes.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm going to be on the. I think I'm going to be on the under here with this one, Mindy.
Okay.
Oh man, at 6, it does. It just that's a problem. It's probably going to be 3-3 again. All right.
Good job, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the comments, the viewership. Tell your friends about us.
All right, let's head over real quick back to Tony'sPicks.com before Mindy gets these plays in. Oh, I got some football I'm going to talk about too. Let me get these up here. While Mindy talks about that, I'll tell you about the minor league football games today. For everyone, we did have a few winners yesterday. I would say we had We had the over in the Orlando St. Louis game. We did lose with DC. I don't know how we lost that game. They were way up, and the Brahmas came back to get the cover. We did give out the over there in Houston and New Orleans. I did say take Houston +7. It landed on 7, and of course we had Memphis +7, and I think they lost by 44-2 or something like that. I don't even know what the score was. Roughnecks and the Renegades here. First game up. This is Houston and Arlington. And I'm going to recommend take the Houston Roughnecks here in this one against Arlington. I'm going to take them -1 point. Here's the Vipers and the Sea Dragons. I'm going to go over 47. Vegas and Seattle. Seattle's red hot. This game opened like 8.5, and now it's 10.5. Vegas has won a couple now, but they've been the worst team. Seattle seems to be the hottest team. USFL, the Generals and the Maulers.
Wow.
I think the Maulers might be the worst. Well, no, maybe the Showboats are the worst now. I'll take over 36.5, the Generals and the Maulers. And in the late game, there are 2 late games. I think these late games are like 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Hockey going?
That's right. Panthers and the Stars. Let's go under 46.5. Michigan and Philadelphia. Let's see what the comments we got. Big Lucci stopped by. We didn't see Big Lucci.
So Jerome is going to the game, right? To the Kraken tomorrow?
Who is it?
Or today? Tomorrow? Right?
Was it Jerome that's going?
Is it Jerome? I think it's Jerome. See, game 4, got to win. I think it was him, right?
Somebody's going to game 4. We know that. Was it Jerome? Okay, here's our NBA picks. Butterscotch is overtime +350 in the Kings game. Let's get on that. I figured it'd be 225.
Well, it was one of those that, overtime hits usually about every 7 games. But look how it is, in the playoffs here. Unreal, the amount of overtime games.
And let's see here. All right, that was it. So there's the hockey, Islanders and Bruins, and here's all that baseball. Yeah, it's Jerome going to the Kraken game. Awesome.
That'll be fun. I love those home uniforms too.
Let's put the Discord. Maybe Jerome can send us some pics of him at the Kraken game. Let's put the Discord up here in the comments because we want you could also join us in the Discord for more conversation. Probably going to drop one more minor league football. Even though I gave one on each play, I might have a total or a side still to come. Butterscotch, let's cash. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, you'll find our premium picks, our best picks every day. If you would have used the 2-for-1 capper promotion yesterday, I was 10-3, but some of that MMA. I don't think it was calculated just. Oh, there it is. It is now. See, that's because Tony watches the show, and then as soon as I mention it, he goes in and grades it. Thank you, Tony. I don't know if that's really what happens. It feels like that's what happens. But look at that, Mindy. I was 10-3. You were 8-3. Tiffany was 5-1. That's 23 wins and 7 losses. If you kind of follow the two old ladies and old man that bet and stuff.
Right.
And I just want to mention everybody. I don't think we went all the way down the list yesterday, but the leaderboard is pretty deep. Did mention Collins continues to be hot, 8-4. Tim Irwin, 4-1. Nick Lagaretos, 8-5. Hollywood Sam, 67%. There's probably with 9 wins. Those are our morning steam team. Nick Vartini won his only play, and Sean Dinwiddie was in the profit as well. Last 7 days, I'm on top of the leaderboards. 1,200 units. Collins, 850. Hollywood Sam, 767. Our morning steam team, Mindy, we are profitable over the last week. The VIP account also doing a great job. Nick Lagaretos as well. And for the last month, Collins Brown up 3 dimes.
Right.
Good job, Collins. Great record right there, too. Wow. If you think about it right there, Collins, great. 60%, 61% right there. Great job, Collins. Wow. All right. Great job, Mindy. Great show, everyone. Thank you. We got up to at least 111.
Right.
As far as I could tell.
That's
most
we've had in a while. So maybe we're getting
right.
out of our slump.
On a Sunday and didn't get off to like a real fast start, but then all of a sudden there we came. So, all right. Great job, everyone. Matt D, Fernando, leave the like. Howard Hogan, great job, everybody. Verley Jerome, AB was here. Nice to meet AB. That was awesome. Steve, Latifa, Howard, Matt. Hope I didn't forget anybody. Ron G, Fernando. I know I forget a bunch. Barley, James, as well. Corday, Scotty Foster before he leaves for the game. Curvin was awesome to have as well. Thomas Lewis, Solo. Who else? Mindy, Bionic, Jay Smooth. Everybody, thank you so much for a good show. All right.
Cool.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.